Hello, this is Malaika, and this is episode 2 of Travelasana. I am here at the amazing yoga room at the Miami International Airport. I'm actually in transit from Grenada to Mexico, where I'll be assisting a yoga retreat with the amazing Sarah Clark, and I'm just so excited to share this space with you today. When I realized that I would be in the same terminal as this room that I've heard so much about, I thought this would be the perfect place to film a Travelasana. This yoga room is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's on the ground floor on floor 1 of Terminal H, on the same level as the baggage claim, before security. So you need to find it before you go through security. There's no mats in here, but bring your own. You can practice complete with ambient music. And so yeah, today I'm going to take you through a practice that feels good in my body after waking up at 4 in the morning and sitting on a plane until now. It's about midday. So I'm feeling it in my hips, I'm feeling it in my upper back. So I'll take you through a practice that kind of can ease you if you're sitting for a long time, particularly if you're traveling. Start by standing. Look down at your feet. Make sure that the outer edges of your feet are parallel to the long sides of your mat. Your toes are pointing forward. Your feet are about as wide as your hips. So that's usually about 2 fists. And stand tall. Notice how by standing tall, by drawing the belly in, you begin to elongate the front of the pelvis, which may have gotten quite compressed by sitting. You begin to elongate the upper back and lengthen the spine. Standing alone can bring a lot of relief, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting. As you inhale, sweep your arms up and look up. As you exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Keep your knees nice and soft. Relax the back of your head. Maybe clasp the hands behind the head to elongate the neck and upper back a little bit more. Or hold on to opposite elbows. Use your exhalations to help you soften towards the earth. And you can always place your forearms on your thighs if folding forward that much doesn't feel good on your lower back. On an inhalation, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise back up. Take a hold of your left wrist and lean gently to the right. And then inhale up. Keep the shoulder blades relaxed down the back and take yourself to the other side. Inhale, come back up. Release the arms on your exhalation. Take the heels of your palms to your lower back and gently send the pelvis forward. Walking the shoulder blades down the back, lifting the chest, engaging the quadriceps, the front of the thighs. And as you exhale, let the hands slide down the back of the legs as you fold. Inhale, take a flat back. Exhale, release, step your right leg back behind you. And since this floor is pretty hard, it's not a typical wooden floor in a yoga studio, it might be useful in a harder floor, with a harder floor, to fold over the edge of your mat for a little extra padding. It also helps to press into the outer edge of this back foot, so the pinky toe is trying to root down into the mat. Take the hands and interlace them to the top of the thighs. Hug the belly button in towards your spine and send your tailbone down. Lengthen through the crown of your head. You can also take your arms up. As you exhale, release the hands down. We're working towards straightening the front leg, so it may go a little bit straight, it may go all the way. This is a good place to elevate your hands on blocks or on a few books. You can also flex this foot, and if you tend to get sciatic pain down the side of your leg, this is a good place to turn the foot out slightly, and you should feel a spaciousness here. And you can do that a few times. Whether you get sciatica or not, it's a nice opening in the outer part of the pelvis and along the leg. Come back to center, step forward to the front. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, flat back, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, release. Now step the left leg back. And again here, if you'd like, you can fold over your mat, pressing into the outer edge of this foot to help you to support the leg so that it's not just the knee taking all of the weight. And then interlace your fingers, lift up, soften your shoulders. Draw the belly button in towards your spine, send the tailbone down. And you can reach up if you'd like. As you're reaching up, feel the pinkies turn in towards each other and the face relax. As you exhale, take the hands down, and we're working towards straightening this leg. Flexing the toes if you'd like. You can also, if you keep the foot flat, you get more of an extension or this elongation in the front here in the shin. If you flex, you're taking it a little bit more into the back of the leg. And then again, you can take this leg out to the side a couple times, trying to keep the hips still aligned at the center of your mat. And this time we take this right leg back, coming into either a low plank with the knees down behind the hips, or take the knees up off the mat, send your heels back, hug your belly in, lengthen through the crown of your head. As you exhale, press your hips up and back into downward dog. You may feel like walking your hands a lot closer to your feet, but usually this distance, the same as your upper push-up with the shoulders over the crease of the wrists, is about the distance you want for your downward dog. So here, this is a good opportunity to get a little bit of movement, to sway from side to side, to bend one knee and send the other heel down, and then switch. Continue to breathe. Notice that sometimes when we go into a pose that requires a little bit more effort, it's easy for the breath to kind of fade away. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bend this knee and open up the hip. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to step through between the hands. Take your back knee down. Left hand stays down, close to the front foot. Again, it can be elevated on a block. And then we reach back towards that extended leg. For some of us, it's going to feel like an option to reach for this leg and hold on. It's great opening in the front of the hip and the hip flexors that get very compressed during long periods of sitting. And then release and step yourself back into downward dog. Maybe even taking this leg back up, giving it a little shake, and then bringing it down. And then the left leg, inhale, lift, bend, open up the hip. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, step through. And for some of us, taking the back knee down And taking the hand to the back of the calf is the best way to get this leg forward, aligned underneath, the foot is underneath the knee. This front hand is close to the front foot as we twist and reach back. Bending this leg if you'd like. And then we release. Take this leg back. Come into your plank position. And then downward dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. You can either head straight down to the mat, or if you tend to drop your hips before your shoulders, take your knees down first, then let the elbows bend towards the back of the room as you resist gravity on your way down. Taking the fingertips out to the side, we inhale to lift. And exhale to release. Press your feet down, your thighs down. Inhale, lift, roll up. And exhale, release. One more time, inhale. And exhale. So we're bending the left knee out to the side. Threading the right arm underneath the left for a twist. As you twist here, feel this top hip moving away from the shoulder, and if you want to deepen your twist, look out towards your left. Roll back onto your tummy and take yourself to the other side, so you're bending the right knee out to the side, threading the left arm under, and then rolling open. Keeping, again, this length here, so you can do a self-adjustment, taking your hand to the outer hip, gently encouraging that length in your side. Feel the right shoulder getting heavy towards the earth. Eventually rolling back onto your tummy. Taking the right foot into the right hand. You can either stay down here, this way with the head down, you're sending the pubic bone down, the thighs down, resting here, hugging the knee in, or to take it further, take your hand to the ground in front of you and push back to lift the chest and soften the shoulders. On an exhalation, release and take it to the other side, either staying down or lifting up. And whenever you can't reach your foot, use a belt, like a soft belt, a fabric, a little towel, to give you some length. So you kind of hook it around your foot and hold on. And then release. Hands underneath the shoulders. We press back into child's pose, sitting the hips towards the heels. The knees can be together or apart. Let's take the forehead onto the hands as we rest. And then downward puppy to continue opening the upper back and the chest. We take the arms forward, the hips over the heels, forehead down. You can also take the forearms down. Feel the chest softening towards the earth. And then walk your hands back towards each other, or towards underneath your shoulders. And then tuck your toes under, take your hips up and back. A little sway again, side to side. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Turn the back heel down. Inhale, take your arms up, warrior one. So the hips are pointing to the front of your mat. The arms are reaching up. The back leg is firmly planted. Exhale, open into warrior two. Inhale, we flip the front palm up. So you're trying to keep that front knee bent over the front ankle. As you exhale, take this right hand down and stretch. So letting this practice help you take up some space, because if you were sitting in your office or in a plane, the last thing you can do is really take up space. So it's nice to stretch yourself out. As you exhale, take this hand down, step back. You can either go straight to downward dog or child's pose, or come forward into plank. Take yourself down to the ground. The knees can come down first. Keep the hands under the shoulders this time. Inhale, lift your chest, plant your feet down. Exhale, release. Downward dog, take your hips up and back. We'll do the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Bring the back heel down so the toes angle forward slightly. Take your arms up. Exhale, open into warrior two. The front thigh is working towards being parallel, and this knee tends to want to lean in towards the big toe, so try to keep it aligned with your second toe. Inhale, lift this arm up. And as you exhale, take your forearm to your thigh or your hand to the ground and open up. Feel yourself extend in all directions. Continuing to breathe, continuing to press into the back foot, and then exhaling to release. Stepping back to plank. As you exhale, take your knees down. We're coming to standing on the knees. Take the hands to the lower back again. You can keep the toes tucked under or the feet flat. Heels of the palms, send your hips forward, elbows hug in, lift your chest. Camel pose. Exhale, release, sit back. Taking a few breaths here, just a few moments, because this can be a little bit of pressure in the knee. I'm actually feeling it a little bit in my knee after that travel this morning. And then swing the legs out in front of you. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh and sit tall, flexing the foot, opening up the chest. And then the other leg. Flex and open the chest. And now we release and lay yourself back. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, open your knees. You can have your hands underneath your head or slide them underneath your bum to help you get a little bit of a heart opener, a little bit of a back bend. And then slowly make your way into your final resting position. laying out the legs, maybe putting some support underneath the legs, the knees or the thighs if you have it. If your back feels like it needs some space, support under the legs will help. Walk your shoulder blades down the back. And give yourself a few moments to breathe. You can stay here as long as you'd like, but some of us have a flight to catch. So when you're ready, bring some movement back into your body, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, maybe take a stretch, and then roll yourself to one side and very gently press yourself up to sitting. Taking a final moment always for gratitude, for thanking this body, for thanking this breath, for honoring everything that makes you who you are, and letting that love and gratitude extend outward in all directions of your life. Namaste. Thank you.